What's up, what's up? Sick Sensei here, bringing you Two Sick Podcast. I'm one of your hosts with my boy, Sick Lawless. What's up, brother?
Chilling, bro. What's up?
So you put together a little agenda of the recent news for us today.
Something of the sort.
So first up is a big rumor I keep seeing on different websites and such, is the PS4 will be out next year.
I do not agree.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I don't think so either. I think E3 next year we might see a little tidbits of it here and there, but I don't think it's coming out next year.
I think the Wii U 2 might come out next year.
The Wii U, that thing's a joke, right? That's going to be another GameCube flop.
Yes.
Oh, God, the PS4. I think, like I said, we're going to see some at E3, but I don't think it's coming out next year. I think 2013 we'll probably see it.
Yeah, that sounds more likely. Like the neither one of these consoles, speaking about the Xbox 360 and the PS3, are not even close to done yet. You know, the hardware is probably at its full potential at this point, and I think that's a good time for them to ride it out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, usually when you see a console push to the next console, to the next gen, is when there's a huge gap graphically between what the consoles are doing and the PCs are doing. And like when PS3 originally came out, what PC was doing and PS2 was doing was worlds apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a need for the next console to come out. But right now, you know, there is a big difference, but it's not so huge that there's a dire need to come out with that next console. But a big question everyone's wondering on everybody's mind is Sony going to make the mistake of charging an arm and leg for this one? Do you think they learned from their mistake?
I'm gonna hope that they learn from their mistake and this doesn't come out to be like an $800 console, because I will not be buying one if it's, you know.
Well, they had several mistakes, right? The reason you get a lot more games right out of the gate with the Xbox is because it was easier to develop on.
Yeah.
The PlayStation was hard to develop on. The dev kits were expensive, and they just didn't support third-party developers. Now, obviously, first-party developers have a field day with this console because they're getting the dev kits for free. They're getting Sony support on how to develop on it. Finally, they're coming around where third-party developers are able to put, you know, quality games on this console and, you know, make them work really well, make them run really smooth, high frame rates, you know, not as many glitches and things of that nature. But like I said, the Xbox, they had that originally, and that's why they gained so much ground right out of the gate. But I don't think they're going to make the same mistake. And I think one testament to that is the PS Vita. I think that this thing is jam-packed, full of features. Not that I'm in love with this thing, but it's jam-packed, full of features. It has the graphical processing power just underneath the PlayStation 3 in a handheld.
Which is ridiculous for a handheld.
Now, they're putting it out, the Wi-Fi version at $250 and the 3G version at $300.
Yeah, and I think that's well priced. I mean,
that's well priced.
Not that I'm a fanboy either, but I would buy one of those before I bought a freaking tablet of anybody's.
The tablets are expensive right now. Phones, essentially, if you just buy in the phone hardware, iPhone, any of the Android phones, they're expensive.
$500 right there.
So, being that the PS Vita is priced $250, $300, you know right out of they're losing money.
Yeah.
They're losing money on the console itself. But they're giving developers a very cheap dev kit. And it's what they're doing is they're giving them a cheap dev kit and they're allowing them to develop in the same manner they're developing on the PS3. So they already know the console. And what that also means is games that are on the PS Vita will transfer saves onto the PS3.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can play Wipeout HD? Mm-hmm. You can play Wipeout HD on your PS Vita.
And pick up where you left off on the PS3.
Pick up where you left off on the PS3 because your save is on the cloud.
That's awesome.
It's not too bad. I'm not a big mobile gamer myself, but, you know, I think what they're doing there is pretty damn amazing. So no, I don't think they're gonna make the same mistake.
No.
And I think they're pushing the developer side of things, giving them a cheap dev kit, and I think they're giving, you know, like Uncharted's dev kit, the guys that are putting together Uncharted and the infamous game and Killzone and things like that. Mm-hmm. They're not, you know, the cheap dev kit. That's not the cheap dev kit. I would imagine they're running that on Flash for the Android type of devices because it's going to run Android too. Google's working with Sony on that. But I think it's going to be a good console. I think I'm really interested to see what it's about, and maybe I'll pick one up. We'll see how that goes. Why don't you take the next item on the agenda, sir?
All right, so Turtle Beach is putting out a Modern Warfare 3 headset. It comes in 4 different versions. Delta, Bravo, Charlie, and Foxtrot. And the price points are starting at $99.95 to $299.95.
$299 for a headset.
Yes.
Good God, I couldn't drop that kind of money.
No,
That's a PlayStation 3.
Right? But I
Jesus.
mean, the headset looks sick.
What's
It's
some
cool.
specs on that thing?
The top end version has 7.1 Dolby Digital. It's wireless, Bluetooth chat, Modern Warfare 3 carrying case. Has Modern Warfare 3 presets and voice prompts. You know, all that good stuff. I mean, it sounds
That thing
amazing.
sounds intense, but
Yeah.
$299. You talking some cheddar,
That
bro.
is a lot of money for it.
Good night. All right, well, next on the agenda is on PSN. I'm not a huge racing fan, but I did scoop this game up a little while back. Burnout Paradise. There's a lot of stuff on the PSN, but I wanted to talk about this because it comes with most of the DLC built in. All the cars and bikes and everything are unlocked for you, so you just go in and have fun. It's a for a trophy whore, it is a dream. It thing bleeds trophies, and it's only $8.
Which is a hell of a deal. That's
Burnout
a lot
Paradise.
of game for $8.
I can't believe. I mean, that's an amazing game.
Yeah,
for
if you
only
haven't bought
$8.
it or haven't played it, been thinking about it, now's the time to go get it.
No doubt, no doubt. You know what's a big surprise? Duke Nukem sales passed 376,000 for the month of June.
That's it?
Who? Dude, it was #1 across all platforms. I don't understand who gave a crap about that game.
I guess, you know, the nostalgia is there. People wanted to play it. Oh, Duke Nukem. But I'm sorry, dude. That was done for me a long time ago.
I don't even get it, man. I mean, I know Infamous kicked its ass as far as NPD sales go, but it was still up there. And I just thought everybody could tell, just from screenshots and everything, that the game was dated.
Yeah.
I didn't think there were that many hardcore Duke Nukem fans out there.
Obviously, we were wrong. I mean,
God.
you picked up a Duke Nukem dubstep remix.
I did, didn't I?
So it's out there. They're out there.
Yeah, but that's just nostalgia as far as that goes. I'm not into nostalgia as far as playing a whole 16 to 20 hour video game, plus a crappy multiplayer. I'm not into that. I'd rather play Black Ops. I want to play crappy multiplayer.
There you go. No, it's all good though. Black Ops rocks.
It's okay.
Rocks
see how
my
my-
modem to the point that it crashes.
Yeah, mine too. I think my internet crashes. Black Ops pulls so friggin' hard. I don't know what's going on. But one big thing in the news right now, people are kind of in an uproar in the community, is that your PlayStation 3s, the ones that are coming out new, the Blu-ray drives will no longer support full high definition through component cable. I run HDMI. I know you run HDMI. Most people do have adopted to HDMI, but there still are older TVs out there that don't do HDMI yet. And that's not going to affect gamers because the copyright that was in place to get people to come to Blu-ray side on Sony side to beat HD DVD back in the day was they promised them that they could protect their properties in the movie side of things. So it does suck. You won't be able to watch your movies, your Blu-ray movies, in high definition through component, but it's not going to affect your gaming. It's not going to affect gaming at all. So anyone in an uproar about that, cool your balls. You still game in high definition. You won't be able to watch Blu-rays through component in full high definition. It's going to downgrade it to like 540p, which is not horrible, but it's still not full high definition. It's just all part of copyright things and what they did to pull more movie studio people onto the Blu-ray side because HD DVD had a better copyright system in place, and that's one of the things they did to protect, you know, their property.
It's interesting.
It is, well, it's mildly interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of wondering if they did it to kind of get costs down.
And I didn't do it to get costs down. It was to beat HD
Somebody's
DVD.
making money off of that somewhere.
It
It's
was
all
to
the
kick-
conspiracy, folks.
It was to kick HD DVD's ass. But the group Anonymous, they are at it again. They stole 27. This is a weird number. 27 people's account information from Apple.
From Apple?
From Apple, from the App Store, from all of that stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's just 27 though. But you know, it's kind of weird because this is the PSN outage, the PSN hack was most people's first time dealing with and being in the public eye about you know, a breach of information.
Yeah.
But the truth is, companies all over the place, all the time, have had breaches of information, and you know, they take a lot longer than a week to get you your information to tell you. what was the bank? One of the major banks. I can't think of it right off my head, but it took over a month. Now this is a bank. I think it was Chase. This was a bank. This is what they deal in: credit cards and loans and stuff. It took them over a month to tell their company. Last month this happened, to tell their customers that they had a breach of information.
That's absurd.
So everyone who's freaking out, everyone who thinks PlayStation and Sony suck, they told you in a week, which is a very timely fashion in the whole scheme of things. So, but anyway, back to Apple. Anonymous is at it again. They've been doing so many companies, it's unreal. But
bet you who they won't hit.
Microsoft, which is back to my original conspiracy theory. I think Microsoft put them up to hacking Sony.
Microsoft's got Anonymous in their back pockets.
They looked at the lineup that Sony had coming as far as software goes and said, we got to do something about this. And they called up Anonymous and said, you gotta do something for us, buddy.
Yeah, so, Microsoft has a new phone coming out as well, or that just came out. What's the direct competition? The iPhone. All jokes aside, though, I don't really think Anonymous is being paid to hack people by Microsoft.
You don't think Anonymous is being paid by Microsoft? I'm still for that theory that Microsoft paid Anonymous to shut down Sony, so everybody would go buy a little Xbox, and the world would be happy again.
Well, I mean, when it happened, I bought 3 of them.
You kind of bought 2 of them, didn't you?
Well, not when that happened, but yes, through the course of...
Shut your mouth. They break, you buy them. You're an apologist for Microsoft just like everybody else out there.
Just like Transformers 3. It was the best movie ever.
Let me guess. Let me take a quick stab at it. There was action in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole lot of dialogue to explain why the movie was happening.
Mm-hmm.
There was more action in the end, and then it really ended with a Linkin Park song.
No, that is not even close.
That's exactly what happened. I haven't seen the movie yet.
That's exactly what happened.
I figured it was. Anyway, we're going to close this out because we're like 12 minutes in, and I don't know how much YouTube is going to give us. I don't know what gameplay you guys just watched. We just did this to a blank screen. Anyway, I'm Sick Sensei, and this is
Lawless.
Peace.
Later.
Losing Bravo. RSR-71's in the air. Kill confirmed. Tango down.